Hey, what's up everyone? Ryan here, and I'm back with another PGA Tour 2K25 Career Mode Series video, and today it is time for round number 1 of the Week 14 tournament, the Valero Texas Open at TPC San Antonio. And Ryan Gamer is coming off a huge victory at the Shriners Children Open last week. We dominated from start to finish, posting back-to-back 9 under par rounds to win that tournament. And we're looking to continue that same level of play this week at TPC San Antonio. So here we go. The home state of the caddy, Jerry. Jerry is from Texas, and you better believe Ryan Gamer will be spending some time with Jerry and his family. You're having some good dinners and just having a good time. But you better believe when we get to that golf course, we're going to be focused just like last week, and we are going to dominate. So just like always, we're going to have training, and then we're going to have the practice round, and then dive into round number 1. So if you all want to skip ahead to the round, I will have timestamps for you all in the video description below. So feel free to go ahead and jump ahead. But what a week it was last week. We dominated, and we are a week away from the first major tournament of the season. That's right. Ryan Gamer will make his rookie major championship debut next week at the Legends Championship, or in the next tournament in this series, week 15, which is the Masters, right? It's the games version of the Masters. Now, as far as difficulty this week, since we did win last week, I know I don't like to jump it up to 89. They did make changes to the percents and what they mean. So we saw last week the AI, they struggled a little bit at TPC Summerlin. So now we're actually going to increase it to 89 and see what happens. 89, I believe, was the difficulty we ended up on in PGA Tour 2K23, and it led to some crazy moments, but it was a good difficulty. Now, we'll see what it's like now in 2K25, though. So I am going to lock that in at 89 before this tournament, but let's dive into training. Now, as you can see, Ryan Gamer has +2 rhythm. He has +2 rhythm and then +2 rhythm. He got those from 2 interviews that him and Jerry attended in Texas. So yeah, apparently I had notifications, and you all that have been telling me to read my messages, apparently I did have like 3 or 4 media conversations that I just have skipped over. So we got 2 rhythm or 4 rhythm this week because of those interview results. So here we go. Let's dive into training. Now, you better believe we're going to be working on putting. Now, we spin our skill points because we got the win last week, of course. So we spin our skill points on putting. So we're going to do again whatever helps our putting. So this is chipping, right? So don't go long is chipping. We don't need help with that. I mean, we probably do. But yeah, I feel like still the big problem is find the line. So let's do putting. Putt weight, putt contact, and putt path. Oh, this is a little bit different. Okay, so we do not have putt transition or we don't have putt rhythm here. Oh, no. This might be the week we actually go with something else, right? Is there one that includes rhythm and transition for every other shot? That's rhythm correction or recovery correction, correction contacts shaping. That's not bad, but I don't want to touch correction. Power rhythm transition. There it is. Okay, we're doing this one. We'll get more distance. That'll throw off our distances a little bit, but I think that's fine. It's the +7 rhythm and +7 transition for our short game shots and all of our shots. That's it. 15 shots, everybody. Here we go. Let's work on our touch. Touch, don't go long. From 30+ feet, chip from 3 locations and aim for the large target around the hole. Avoid the negative targets to score high and earn rewards. All right, let's do this. Big thank you to you all for all the support on this series. If you get some enjoyment, drop a like. It really helps the channel. Subscribe for more, and there is plenty more sports game content to tune into here on the Gamer Ability YouTube channel, and more on my second channel, Gamer Ability 2. Link in the description to that. I just wrapped up a couple weeks ago the WWE 2K25 career mode. That was phenomenal. One of my favorites that I've done. But here we go. Okay, they're starting you off pretty tough here, right? This is not an easy chip, but you know, great practice. We're from the heavy rough here, and Jerry has said anything long here in Texas is bad, right? So you better not be long. Now, here's the thing. If Ryan Gamer pulls out the Texas wedge in Texas, oh, are you kidding me? Jerry's over there shaking his head, right? He's already walked off, everybody. But if we pull out the Texas wedge, you think Jerry will get mad? Or do you think he'll be happy? You know, or maybe a little bit of both. I mean, we're in Texas. Yeah, the Texas wedge is the worst shot in this game. We'll just putt it from off the green and call that the Texas wedge, because it is. That's perfect. Not perfect. Perfect is in the hole, right? That actually might be perfect. No, too much. No, it's going to stop. Let's go. Okay, put it a little bit more to the left, Ryan. So yeah, you better believe Ryan Gamer has plans. You know, Jerry has basically a whole schedule lined up. Jerry's going to take Ryan to his farm, and they're going to do crazy workouts. I don't even know. Like, Jerry's been talking about this the whole season, about, like, the workouts that he used to do on the farm. And, like, I don't know what these workouts are, but Jerry said that Ryan will leave this week or start this tournament in the best shape of his life. So we'll see what that means, if Ryan will have any energy to play in the golf tournament this week. This is not an easy shot. You can see we changed locations, 22 yards. Oh, that's perfect. That's fantastic. That's the new pitch shot where you can actually spin it now. Before, that would have rolled out 50 feet. And I don't think that's an over-exaggeration. Maybe a little bit. Oh, be the one. Please go left. Don't go long. Are you kidding? Did we hit negative 100 there? We're at 400. Okay. Yeah, that's not... I don't know if we got double bad there or not. Double bad? Double negative? Oh, no. Look at that rhythm. I don't know, after this training session, there's no telling what we're going to have to do, right? Ryan's going to skip that workout, right? Oh, no. Ryan, you didn't show up to the family farm. Yeah? Really? Yeah, I wasn't feeling well, Jerry. There we go. That's all we need to do. Yeah, I just wasn't feeling the best, you know, Jerry. Tell you, it's so touchy. Oh, that's it. That's perfection. Are you kidding me? Okay, that's what we got to do. We're at 550. 2 shots left. Please. Yes. Okay, don't mess this up. Actually, don't even go for this. Just hit it. Right? Like... Just don't even get aggressive, because we can't get tier 3. We were so close there, but we can get at least tier 2 completed here. So there you go. We're going to get some boost, not max boost, but last week we didn't get max boost, and we dominated at TPC Summerlin, right? And we almost got through that whole tournament without hitting it into the water. But I present to you the 36th hole of the tournament, right? I know I told you all we don't talk about hole number 36 or hole 18 there. Well, have to bring it up for those that watch the training and practice parts of these videos, right? +4 power, +4 rhythm. Unfortunately, we don't got training boost, but we do get an experience boost, which actually means nothing, right? We don't have enough VC for experience to make a difference whatsoever. We're just going to level up and get more attribute points where we can't spin, right? So I guess really though, now that I think about it, that 10% experience boost really in the career mode needs to be a VC boost, because it just should be, right? Because the experience doesn't really matter very much, you know, because you're basically going to end up getting points that you can't spend. But if that's a VC boost, that is massive. Imagine how much more training is important, right? But obviously they would never do that, because they want you to be VC hungry. But here we go, everybody. We're going to dive into the practice round here at TPC San Antonio. 4 holes. I wonder what 4 holes we're going to play. So the score to beat is 2 under, as always. Looking for a +7 attribute boost. Now, didn't we get it in the practice round last week? Yeah. I believe we shot like a 3 under at TPC Summerlin. I believe it was a 3 under. It was insane. It was playing really good. So we'll see if that's the case this week, right? We were just on, and historically speaking, at TPC Summerlin, on those 4 holes we played, the last 4 holes, I really struggle. Last week, we did not, though. Okay, 469 here. We're starting on hole number 4 here. You know, this is one of those courses I've played a lot, right? Not in this game, but golf games in general. But it's one of those courses that sometimes I dominate, and sometimes it looks like I've never played golf before. So I don't know what we're going to have this week. I hope it's the dominate part, but you just never know here. And it's not like the most difficult course, but this is what usually happens here. I lose focus, I talk during my swing, and I miss my shots. We're not doing that this week. Do you all remember the focus I had last week? Especially in the final round. I'm going to have that same focus. Let's get all of my life stories out of the way right here. I don't have any life stories right now. Yeah, I don't got anything good, everybody. 14 feet. Downhill 1 foot. Well, this is where you don't want to be, but it's great practice. Great practice. Not a bad putt. These are 116 green speeds. It's not going to be like that in the actual round. They're not going to be 116s. We've had firm and fast like 3 tournaments in a row. And Copperhead course was insane. Like, that course played like it should. It played tough. It was a battle to get to par. That tournament was fantastic, right? Honestly, that was one of my favorite tournaments of this career mode. I know that's a bogey, right? You are like, Ryan, you're glancing over the fact. I know. I'll be quiet now. Remember, perfect practice makes perfect. To be fair, though, it would be better to get the bogeys out of the way in the practice round, right? Get your coffee, whatever you're drinking. Cheers, everybody. I need some energy. Piping hot cup of coffee. Really good stuff. 199 uphill 13 feet. This is a mean pin. Okay. I think it's got to be 4 iron. Lofted a little bit. The main thing with this practice round, we have to find our swing. It's just so many times after TPC Summerlin. I don't know why. It's just like after that course, I tend to lose my swing. That was a good swing. We lose our swing in Texas, right? But hopefully, Ryan Gamer's spending time with Jerry in the very rough and tough exercise programs. Maybe he'll find his swing. Or maybe that'll cause him to lose it. We're about to find out, right? 405 here. Yeah, this is the one where you can go low or high. I'm going to go up here. Great swing path. A little bit off on contact. Get lucky. Get lucky. Kick right. Kick right. Okay, that's huge. We got a great bounce there. Okay, members bounce, everybody. 295 as well. So 123 left. Downhill 11 feet. I actually love a 50-degree wedge here. Struck a little bit shallow. Just barely. It's going to come off to the right. Just a little wind. Wow, that's rough. Not a good time for a closed club face here. Going to be off the green. You know, I don't think this practice round is going to tell us a lot how this course is going to play. Because these are very soft and slow greens. Which we may have soft and slow greens. We're about to find out. What a shot. Okay, we've got to get back to even for tier 2, right? We're sitting at tier 1, which is 1 over. We've got to strike here. Give me a good birdie hole here. Come on. Last hole. Come on. Jerry, basically what he said there was wake up. Look, he said it again. Wake up, Ryan. Perfect practice makes perfect. What about that? What do you call that? Another par 4. I tell you, oh, we're in the natural area. The ball is buried. Look at that. Well, good luck with this, Ryan. I mean, 2-iron and just hope for luck? That's perfect. What? That is one of the coolest shots I've ever hit in this game. Like, that is nuts. Went under the tree and low drew it. What? This is the biggest birdie putt of a practice round that we've had. 54 feet, uphill 1 foot. And if we make it, it is a tier 2, which gives us +4, right? We're at tier 1 right now. Okay. One time. Don't use your 1-times in the practice round. I'll use mine. Oh. That was a good putt. Obviously, you're not going to leave it short in the practice round. The next putt does matter, though. Oh, no. This is looking like sawgrass all over again. Actually, I'm going to tell you all, use your 1-times right now. Yeah. Please. Perfect practice makes perfect. Well, let's go back to the Copperhead course. If y'all remembered, we struggled at the Copperhead course in our practice round and training. But then maybe not training. Training I think was fine. But we struggled in the practice round, but look what we did in that. Oh no, we struggled in that round, right? Oh yeah, that's right. We shot it even. Maybe that's not the best example, but hey, we would rather get the bogeys out of the way in the practice round than in the actual round, right? So don't worry, Ryan Gamer is going to spend the rest of the day there after the practice round with Jerry at Jerry's farm, going through his crazy workout regimens to get ready for this tournament. And it is time for the Valero Texas Open at TPC San Antonio. Going into this tournament, due to training, practice, we have +4 power and +8 rhythm. It is time to focus up just like last week and look for back-to-back wins. Yes, difficulty is at 89 this week instead of 88 like it was past couple weeks. We'll see how that goes, but let's lock it in, everybody. Let's go ahead and dive on in to round number 1 of this 2-round tournament. Next up, the Legends Championship, aka the Masters. That will be a 4-round major tournament, of course. Now let's see what settings we have. Okay, I knew this. Practice was soft and slow. It won't help us because look, firm and fast. We got medium winds. Now you can't always trust what it shows here, but yeah, this is not going to be easy. I know some of you are like, what is Ryan wearing? Ryan had no say in his outfit for Jerry's home tournament. So Jerry picked the outfit. He talked to the PGA Tour officials to make sure that Ryan could wear this. You know, it's not technically up to the dress code standards on the PGA Tour, but Jerry talked to some people and they said it was okay for Ryan to wear whatever Jerry picked. That is brave to let Jerry choose the outfit. So win in Texas, though, Ryan has to look the part, right? Let's dominate at TPC San Antonio, everybody. I'm feeling good today. Let's focus up and get the job done. Let's go, YouTube.
2K Sports and the PGA Tour proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're in the great state of Texas for the opening round of the Valero Texas Open. Let's get boot scooting. Hello and welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Luke Elvey. It's great to have your company as always. Alongside me is Rich Beam, and out on the course is Henny Kuyak and John McCarthy, who'll be following all the action. And Beamer, TPC San Antonio, I'd like to be kind and say something really glowing and positive about it, but it is a brutally tough test of golf, isn't it?
I'm having a hard time coming up with one that's a little more fiery, I would say, than San Antonio. It's just a golf course that I think it was designed, Luke, to play firm and fast with winds mostly blowing out of the south. But what happens is, as we normally play it, they overseed the fairways, they overseed the rough, which slows everything down. And then at least one day a week, you've got some north winds that, slow everything down. And this golf course is just, it's painful. It really can be no fun to play. You got to drive the golf ball here. Danger everywhere off the fairways. A few years back, one of the guys who was playing in front of me made a 16 on the 9th hole, and that was kind of interesting, but that's what can happen in a hurry out here.
Rich, let's not talk about anybody scoring a 16th here as we're about to dive into our round. Rich just terrified me about this golf course. So here we go, everybody. Colin Morikawa at the top. Based on the AI scores right now with the +6 projected cut, this is about to play insane. So here we go.
Now to the first hole. And as we turn our attention to our featured player this week, it's impossible to ignore the rivalry that's happening with Will Zalatoris.
Luke, I just don't understand why you'd want to start a rivalry with Will Zalatoris. This featured player must be brimming over with confidence.
Cheers, Henny. I appreciate the insight. I'll be interested to see how our featured player fares against the likes of William Zalatoris.
It's a good thing we did a practice swing, everybody. Did you all see that first one? Hopefully you missed it. Now, I will say, Jerry was very disappointed. He went to the 2K Superstore. There were no cowboy boots. I've not seen cowboy boots anywhere. So, Jerry was disappointed in that. But let's hit the fairway. No live stories today, everybody. Maybe 2.
And let's see what he can do here today.
4! Well,
where did that come from? That's not his style. Standing over his...
No, that is our style, unfortunately.
Right to left.
Jerry, go check on those fans. We'll make sure to sign a couple autographs here and invite them to dinner. That's right, all you can eat. Those 3 fans who just got hit. I believe the ball hit one fan in the leg, one in the arm, the other one right through the chest. Okay, win in Texas, just starting the rough, right? Ball is buried here, 128, downhill 13. A nightmare of a start to this round. I don't even know what to hit here, to be honest. Part of me wants to hit a runner. Yeah, I'm going to hit a runner. Because we're not going to be able to draw, we're not going to be able to get a lot of draw on this one to get it where we want it. But if I can hit a runner and get it to really roll up there, you don't see me hit this shot very often, but here's a good shot for it. Because I just want to put this up in the fairway. I don't think we can get this really up on the green. Well, we could try. We just have to think, what gives us the best shot? Par. So, let's take... Yeah, I think this actually is the way. Yep. Wow, that was great distance control. Needed to draw that just a bit more.
Just a little off with the accuracy there.
It didn't hit him.
Unable to find the green.
Don't you worry.
Needed to put some draw on that one, but just couldn't get it dialed in.
Wow, look at this rough. I mean, 2 rough lies already. Ryan was born in the rough. But, this is not easy. Okay, 26 yards, uphill 6 feet. It's got to be the pitch shot. Really, no other shot can really bail us out of this line. Maybe a flop shot. That might work on this downslope. I know it's buried, but we're on a downslope. We're going to get a lot more care out of this. So I'm going to look at a 56-degree wedge here. Yeah. You're still not going to be able to stop it. Oh, no. What are these green speeds? We got to hit the green to see. Are you kidding me? It's the blue jeans, everybody. It's the blue jeans. They're restricting Ryan's motion. You don't golf in blue jeans? 16 yards uphill 6 feet? Okay. Gotta be a flop. Wake up, Jerry. That's perfection.
This one for bogey.
Wow, we had 2 bogeys in the 4 holes of the practice round. This is our 3rd bogey this week, but first in the tournament.
Let's head to the next.
Starting off with a bogey at first, not tragic. You got a lot of holes to make it up. Let's see how they deal with it going forward.
Currently at +1 for the tournament.
It's going to be hard to break even here, everybody.
Let's head across to the second, which is a par 5, but a long one, stretching over 600 yards.
Straight away for the most part, but there's a lot of danger both right and left here. The fairway bunkers down the left-hand side shouldn't really cause an issue. However, the second shots, the layup zone, there is a deep bunker on the right-hand side that could be brought into play. The third shot is to a green perched well above the fairway, and it's actually a double green. This green is also part of the 7th green.
4! Oh, they're fine. Go in the light rough. Thank you. Thank you.
Just
thank
off the
you.
fairway in the first cut.
What a gift. We got a member's bounce there. Jerry must be the member here, right? I'm going to go 3-wood here. You can't get this on the green in 2 anyways, even hitting the fairway. Where did this come from?
This one's out, heading towards the rough.
If you're in attendance at this tournament, you better watch out. This looks like Ryan from EA PGA Tour, right?
He's currently 1 stroke better than his rival and playing partner today.
That looked like a good shot. Will is sitting in a much better spot there off the tee.
No, I love this type of courage, Rich. Going forward in 2.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
Okay.
Let's return to live play now.
What
Time
a
to take on
shot.
This shot from the rough.
Well, anybody got any ideas? Yeah, I believe this when you pull out that tie spinner, right? We can't pull out the tie spinner here, I don't think. Oh, my. Runner? We can't hit the runner. Why can we not? Oh, up. We got to go up, right? To, let's go to normal approach. Wow, they've got to. I'm still surprised they've never rearranged the way the system works with the shot types. You should be able to cycle through your shot types to then choose your clubs instead of, like, you have to change to a certain club to find the shot type you want, right? Which is not intuitive, right? For new players, they're like, how do I hit a runner? I just unlocked it. Well, you've got to go up to an 8-iron, I believe, to hit a runner, right? So it's just kind of confusing the way they have it there. Is runner even the play? Is it a punch? Is this a driver? Or 3-wood? Hear me out. A runner's not going to fly low enough. Hear me out. A punch 3-wood. Flying low. Hit very soft. Probably better than a runner. This is a terrible idea. Hey, fans, you better move away. You better move away wherever you are. You better watch out. There's a new cowboy in town. Not bad, but rhythm killed us. Yeah, it is bad.
A bit out of shape. John, you should have a clearer view than us. How's it lying?
Well, considering where they ended up, the lie could have been a lot worse. I think they might be able to deal with this with not too much trouble.
Here's an idea, Ryan. Why not ship it out? You know, why not ship it out in the fairway? let's pull out a 3-wood and hit a punch shot. It's a great idea. Great idea. Who thought about that? Okay, moving on. We never talk about that decision ever again. That's beautiful. What are these green speeds?
He's got his 5th shot coming up.
Okay. Sorry. It's all right. Everything's fine. What I always say, it's not about the mistakes you make. It's about how you bounce back after those mistakes.
Yeah, putting for
Bogeys are going to
bogey
happen.
here.
Get on and move on. Sometimes you start tournaments with making the worst decisions you've ever made on the course and 2 bogeys. Remember that time I pulled out a 3-wood punch shot from 60 yards? No, yeah, exactly.
Heading in the wrong direction on the
you answered
leaderboard
no to
after
that question. You get it. No, yeah, no, I don't remember that. No? Never done that.
Rich, let's head to the par 3 third, the first of our shorter holes.
You really hope that the wind is not blowing into your face on this tee shot and making it that much more difficult and longer. This green's perched up high. There's runoffs all around the left-hand side and the back portion of it, and obviously you want no part of coming up short. Players that find this green will find it difficult to 2-putt as there's lots of humps and bumps and swales in it.
Yeah, I'd say. What in the world am I looking at? Okay, calm down. Everything's fine. You can't change the past, but you can help shape the future.
Going with the 5-iron here.
You don't understand how many
That was a
times
little bit of a misfire, I'd say.
I lose my
Wind is
swing on this
absolutely
golf course.
swirling in this part of the golf course.
I don't know what it is.
Saver here, getting this up and down.
Like, what? One of the worst swings we've seen from Ryan the Cowboy here? What just happened? It's something about this course, everybody. I don't know what it is. You know, I'm going to pause the video, take a couple screenshots, and we need to wake up fast. Okay, we got to wake up. I will say, I overheard a conversation between Ryan Gamer and Jerry walking here to this shot. And Jerry kept pointing to people in the crowds. He'd say, that's my cousin. That's my sister. That's my grandparents. You know, we don't know if any of this was actually real, right? But we do know that Jerry said, Ryan, you're putting on a show for them. But it's the wrong type of show. I know you're better than this. Wake up. We'll see how it goes. Come on, YouTube. We got to wake up. There's a half pipe in the middle of this golf green here. That's just fine. That's actually awesome. Don't you dare. No, that is awesome. What a
Wonderfully
shot.
played. Big par saver coming up for
Okay,
this
so
fella.
151 green speeds. We finally found the green. I mean, we found the green. I just didn't pay attention on the short putts. Okay. Breaking quite a bit at the beginning. These are tricky. Especially that beginning lie.
Oh, that rush past the hole with some serious speed.
Barely missed it.
Just
Good putting
3 feet
stroke.
to the cup.
When's the last time you've seen Ryan start bogey, bogey, bogey?
And down it goes.
I can tell you the last
And
time.
he'll drop to 3 over for the event.
Not much
The Predator
happening,
AG,
moving down the
Impossible
leaderboard.
Challenge
Never a
round.
good sign.
And that's
The
all.
4th is one of the stronger par 4s at TPC.
No, we didn't
San
have 3
Antonio,
bogeys in a
stretching
row there.
485 yards.
This is a very narrow driving area, especially where that fairway bunker comes into play down the left-hand side. Second shot is to a green that runs from right to left with a deep bunker down the left-hand side. Anything missed out to the right is no bargain either, as there is a runoff area out to the right-hand side. This is a difficult par 4.
We're awake now. We're awake. Like, we have to bounce back. We cannot miss the cut for this tournament.
Handy effort, that one.
Right now, we're on a fast track to the Legends Championship, right?
Playing from around 160 yards.
These greens are nuts. What? Okay, 162, downhill 3. So basically, want to hit the ball a little bit shallow here. Let the wind take it just a little bit. Bounce on the green. Finally. What a
Going
swing.
with the 8-iron here.
Okay, that wind grabbed that big time. That was 7 miles per hour wind. Okay.
That's disappointing.
Yes, just a bit outside there, Luke.
Look, Ryan looked at Jerry, then he looked at his family back there. Did you see that?
Momentum.
Like, I just don't know. I agree. The fans are dead quiet here today. Where's the energy? Well, we're 3 over. Not funny. Come on.
Three over.
Right idea. Just needed more distance out of it. Gotta putt this. We're not chipping this. This is where you should be able to remove the flag, but we're not technically on the green. We're on the fringe. Get in.
How good was
Big
that
par.
putt? Moments like that deserve another viewing. Let's take a look at the replay.
Can we not?
Now 7 shots behind after that.
You know the bad thing? That's our highlight of the round. You know what they're going to show on Not Top 10 over on ESPN? Well,
Well, TPC
the 3-wood
San Antonio
punch.
gives you a few chances to get after the golf course, Rich, and right here at the 5th, there's a decision to be made off the tee.
This is an excellent opportunity to be brave, knock it on with the driver. If you lay back with an iron,
We're back.
A very straightforward pitch, but I just don't see the players wanting to lay up.
To me, this is the best thing about this game.
And from the green
It
side
recreates, I've said this a lot, but it recreates golf so well in the Evo swing to where some rounds, like last week, we were just dominating. In some rounds this week, it looks like we haven't played the game. It recreates golf so well. 39 yards, uphill 1 foot. Is it frustrating? You better believe it. I don't think you play a golf game expecting it not to be frustrating unless you've never played golf in real life. Here we go. That is so well struck. It should stay.
Well,
Come
that's a handy
on.
shot.
Not an
What
easy
an
shot.
opportunity to make a birdie.
Please, everybody, say one time out loud. Even if you're in a library, say those 1 times. 1 time,
Sitting at
baby.
2
Come
over for
on.
the day.
Okay, 2 over. We finally got one. Get your coffee, whatever you're drinking. Cheers.
Time to see what this par 4 has in store.
Players must find the fairway, avoiding that bunker down the right-hand side, but from there, second shot is up the hill to a green that runs away from the players ever so slightly, but still going in with a short iron into this par 4. A birdie is definitely makeable.
Well, Rich, we're going to do exactly what you said.
Ooh, this needs to hold on to the fairway.
Yeah, Henny's right. It trickles down here to the left. Please stay in the fairway. Please. Please.
Just barely snuck into the first cut.
Yeah, it's fine.
He's setting up for his second shot.
Look at these greens. Okay, this course, I don't remember this course, the greens being like this in 2K23. Are the greens like this in real life? I'm not too familiar with this course, honestly. Clearly. Is this the way this course plays? Yeah, I'm going to draw this a bit. This is insane.
Always loved the high draw. What an impressive shape.
I knew it was going to come off to the left. It is a lob wedge. Usually it doesn't
And got
affect
a
it
little
too
out of
much.
control, I think.
Not
But-
easy to find the green coming out of the rough.
This is a lengthy putt here.
What a rough start. How's Will doing? He's 1 over, right?
Came off the blade pretty nicely. This is going right at the hole.
Oh, you got it.
Will, we feel you. We feel you. Even though we have not been that close in a putt, we haven't
Sitting
had
at
to
2
make a
over
big
par.
putt. The birdie, right? But, like, we really haven't had to putt, if you know what I'm saying. Not a good thing. Okay, let's chip this in.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice?
Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole.
With this, he'll go into a tie with Will Zalatoris.
Come on.
Now 6 strokes back after that hole.
6 strokes back. We need an epic finish here. We're tied with our rival, Will Zalatoris. We're at 73.
The par
73rd
3
place. We may
Rich
miss
has
a
this,
cut.
Big cavernous bunker that sits
Cut
right
is
in the front
plus
center
4
of the
right
green.
now.
And it's a triple tier green as well, Luke. It shares it with the third hole. Anything missed out to the right will be fine, although you'll be in a low area. It will be difficult to get it super close. But yes, you must avoid the bunker on the left-hand side. It is cavernous, as you say.
Has this course always been this tough? And it's just I was much better at the last game? Because I had the swing down. And putting was so much easier. Is it just that I didn't notice how tough this course was? What? This is nuts. Ooh, that was ugly.
Looks to be going with the
That
four
was
iron.
ugly. This is not a
And
good
that was
time
a
to
bit
not
of a
have the
misfire.
swing.
And another missed
Now, don't get me
green in
wrong.
regulation.
The last game,
My,
I told you about me
this
losing my
has been a
swing on this
long
course for
day.
whatever reason.
Well, that
in the
doesn't
last
look to be
game
a
and in
great
this game
lie, but
whenever I
John's
play
down
it.
there. How bad is it?
Yeah, they are deep
I don't
down
know.
into this bunker. It should be interesting to see how they escape this one.
But even despite losing my swing on this course in the last game, I would always play pretty well here. Okay, we have a tough lie here, and on an upslope, if you go far, you're in trouble. If you're short, you're in trouble. Welcome to TPC San Antonio. Yeah, I mean, that's tough because you honestly would rather be here than you would short.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Putting for birdie.
This is way harder than the
Well, Luke, they
Copperhead
say
course.
Nothing rolls like a ball.
Good speed about it. Look at this.
What a putt, Will.
rotten thing.
You know,
Sitting at 2 over for the day.
imagine what Oakmont is going to play like. We haven't got to Oakmont yet, everybody. Okay. Come on, Ryan. Wake up. Wake up! Wake up! Wake
That'll keep
up,
the momentum
baby!
rolling, Rich.
What a
Oh,
shot!
nothing matters now. That's
Come
a chip
on.
in for par.
You got to be able to say par from anywhere. That's a momentum shifting chip.
Yeah, Sevi would be envious of this one. What a chip in.
What a stressful
Sitting
round.
at 2 over for the event.
Okay, Ryan. 2 over. Will got a bogey here. I mean, it just shows. Look at the AI
Over to the par
struggling
five,
too.
8th hole.
You know, Jerry is remaining focused as well. Like, Jerry knows, like, Ryan can kick it into another gear at any time. We've had moments like this. This course is showing its teeth. Oh my, 613-yard par 5. This course is nuts. We might get lucky here. You can't get there in 2 anyways, right? Yeah, we got a lucky bounce. Yeah, this is crazy. I forgot how tough this course was, clearly.
Second shot here on the 8th.
I played it a couple times in this game, you know, outside this career mode, and never always seemed to lose my swing, right? Even in the last game. In the last game, I played really well on this course. I'm gonna have to draw this around that tree. We actually hit that perfectly. There's that small gap right there at the upper right of that tree. That was perfection.
Lovely effort, that.
We're missing it in all the worst spots
Sitting
today.
at a couple of shots over par.
We really are. We're living in the rough. We are spending a lot of time where Ryan was born, right? In the rough, raised in the sand. Yeah, we've been in the sand. We're behind trees. Like, you name it, we've been there besides in the hole. 89 yards, uphill 12 feet. 6-mile-per-hour wind in our face a little bit, blowing left to right. We have a backdrop here, and I'm going to use this. I'm going to hit a nice low draw. Not low, but small draw. Be the club, quad perfect.
Well, that one is looking like it's going straight down the pipe.
That was a bizarre. That thing hopped, kicked forward, and just had so much spin. We didn't get it up there, right? We needed to get that all the way up there. I needed to hit it shallow and de-loft it. Did not play the elevation enough.
This one is a fair distance here.
Numbers are not dialed in this week, I can tell you that. I don't know what caddy book that Jerry provided to Ryan, but clearly wasn't a good one. Unless Ryan's focused on Lone Grove Golf Club for the first major of the year. But here we go. 50-foot putt, uphill 2 feet.
From long range here, looking to get it close.
Gee, it's got some good speed about it.
Yes,
Yes,
get in
the putt
there.
drops.
Run it back, Henny. Run it back, baby. We are back. Oh, my. Remember that time when Ryan came back, hole number 8 of
Let's see
TPC
this
San
again.
Antonio.
Have this one on repeat.
Come on.
Trailing by 5 shots after that hole.
Okay, calm down. Act like you've been there before, right? You better believe Jerry and Ryan were dancing going to the
Closing
next
hole on
tee.
this front
Come
nine of
on.
TPC San Antonio is a strong par 4.
Okay. We actually saw Ryan and Jerry dance here on the channel outside the career mode series. If you missed it, it was on the EP's Rock course showcase that I did 2 weeks ago, probably, from when this video goes live. But that round was a blast, and did not play well, but he hit a big time shot, and Jerry and Ryan danced a little bit. And we've only seen Jerry dance twice on the channel. In EA Sports PGA Tour at TPC Scottsdale, the signature par 3, right? And then in this game. So here we go. And they've both been so entertaining, right? Oh my, what a drive.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
This shot from around the 200-yard marker. 5 shots off the lead.
This course is nuts. Like, this is crazy. Okay. So what I'm going to do here, a little loft. Yeah. No. I'm hitting a stock 4-iron in this wind. You'd rather miss far than short. Hit it straight. I don't want to draw it or fade it. Get up, 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 get up. It's not going to get up. It's going to the rough.
That's
Not
a
bad.
shame. Had a chance to hit the green, but couldn't quite get there.
I agree with
That's
what
been the
Ryan's
story of the
saying
day,
there.
isn't it, Luke?
I
He's
agree. I
missed
picked
a
that
lot
up.
of green,
He
and
said
you
what I was
can't
trying to, I
afford
was going to
do
send it
that
to the
on this
left
golf course.
over and just let the wind kind of grab
He's
it,
giving
but the
that one
wind
some
just grabbed
wide
it too
berth.
much. Struck it good was basically what he's saying.
Not a bad effort
Struck it
right
really
there
good.
from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Good putt for Will
Setting
there.
up for his 3rd shot. 5 shots off the pace.
9 yards uphill, 1 foot. Gonna chip this over the right to left break, land it, roll it left to right. Hopefully this goes in. Now landed it too short, underswing, slow rhythm.
And he needs this
Never
to
see
save
that.
par.
Come on.
And
That's
as we
huge.
step onto the 10th tee, Rich, always good to look back at the 9
I
holes
tell
just
you,
played.
pars feel like birdies
Nine
here.
so
This is
far,
awesome.
So good. It's great to see these two players stepping up, getting the best out of the games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
I tell you, they stepped up the course difficulty here in this game. For this one, this is the toughest test on the calendar so far. Copperhead course probably the toughest so far, but this might be tougher. So far, it's playing tougher.
Oh, just absolutely abused the golf ball there with that shot.
Let's go, Rich. We did crush it. It's all that farm work, right? It
Second
turns
shot here
out
at the 10th.
It turns out that it really wasn't like a true workout. He had Ryan do all of the farm work for the day. So Ryan did about 12 hours of farm work. No wonder he started out slow. He's wore out. Ryan thought he was going for like a special workout, and I mean it was a special workout, but he thought he was gonna be hitting golf balls or something. He didn't know he was just gonna be doing farm work, right? Come on, Jerry. Wake up, Ryan. Okay, what I'm gonna do here is hit it shallow, spin it forward a bit, hop it forward, and then stop it. Choked approach. That's a good
This looks to be
strike.
hit pretty well from where I'm standing.
Okay, hitting it
He's
shallow is
trying
going to be the way to go
silence
today.
The young buck Will Zalatoris with that one.
That's incredible.
Really putting his cards out on the table. Brilliant stuff.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Oh, put
You know,
the brakes on that one.
Will is
That's
close.
got far too much speed.
He's had a lot
Okay,
of good
let's get
putts,
back to
but
the action.
just can't drain them.
And this putt to move into the top 20.
To move into the top 20, everybody. What a bounce back. You never give up.
Some lovely momentum for this
Never
player,
give up.
moving up the leaderboard.
15th place. That's how hard this course is playing today.
Another birdie opportunity lies at the par 4 11th, but players must navigate the fairway bunkers.
Tee shots must be placed on the left-hand side to get the best view and angle for their second shots as this green sits below the player and moves from left to right. Tee shots down the right might be closer, but it's going to leave a second shot
1, 2,
over
3,
a
4,
deep
5.
bunker and making it that much more difficult to get close.
We're going to have to get 2 tables tonight at whatever restaurant Jerry chooses. What do we have? How many fans do we hit?
I
8?
can see the 125-yard marker just nearby.
You know, if you all are in attendance today at TPC San Antonio, I apologize for Ryan's accuracy today. You know, if you're standing that close to the fairway with Ryan Gamer on the tee in any career mode series of a golf game, you're kind of there at your own risk, right? 124, downhill 12 feet here. Gotta basically put, there's no room. Like, look at this. Left to right, right to left. You gotta be right at it. And I'm going to do it. We're going to hit this right at it. Going to come off to the right slightly. Come on, wind. Come on, wind. Wind. Or not. This course is unpredictable. Everything about it's just so unpredictable.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par.
15 yards. I mean, a tough chip shot here. The ball is buried. I feel like every shot we've had a buried lie. I think this has to be a flop shot, right? Like, yeah, I think it's got to be. Still don't know if we can spin it, but look at the shot we have to hit. Look at the Evo swing there at the right. Well, I tell you, we sure get us in the worst positions imaginable on the golf course.
Even for the day.
This is the true test of golf on the calendar right now. Wait till we get to Oakmont. We are still number 1 in the FedEx Cup, though. What a season here for Ryan Gamer.
Ooh, that almost went down. Just a short putt
Beautiful.
remaining here.
absolutely gorgeous, everybody. But it's a bogey. Let's not celebrate it too much, but it could have been a lot worse. Look at the look on Ryan's
Now,
face.
5
Like,
strokes
yeah, I
behind.
agree, Ryan. I don't know. Welcome to TPC San Antonio. Welcome to Texas. We got a water... Do they got a water resort there? Is that
Reach
like
this
a water
par 4
park?
12th, really challenging, especially around the green.
This tee shot is underrated in difficulty-wise. This is not an easy tee shot as this fairway pitches
it's
from
not.
left to right.
You got to draw
want
it.
to skirt the bunker down the left-hand side as best possible to find the fairway. Second shot from there goes straight uphill and surrounded by 2 of the deepest bunkers on the golf course. As they say, Luke, everything is bigger in Texas, and these bunkers are proof of that.
Everything is bigger
Oh,
than
well
Texas. I do want to point out that Ryan Gamer has a
Time
lot of
for the
fans
second
here
shot at the
because
12th.
Ryan Gamer's brother was the quarterback, Rhett Gamer, for the Texas Tech Red Raiders. He led them to the national championship and won it in the College Football 25 Road to Glory series. So a lot of fans here in Texas of Ryan Gamer, a lot of Texas Longhorn fans who hate Ryan Gamer because, of course, he's the head coach for the Kentucky Wildcats. And we crushed Texas in years 1, 2, 3, 4. Year 5, we don't talk about. We don't talk about what Texas did to Ryan. But here we go. 135, uphill 20 feet. But yeah, we have a lot of history here in Texas. Love the club, though. That's beautiful. Quad perfect. Get up.
All right, clubbing up.
Still good, but it's going to come back. This course is nuts. What? This is basically an
Wild approach
impossible
there.
challenge.
Tried to draw
tournament.
that one in there.
Look-
but
look
not
at
committing
Ryan,
to
like-
it, leaving it out.
Ryan basically
Well, this is
looking
one of
over like,
those
Jerry,
lies
what is
that
happening?
Takes a shot. It doesn't seem like it's a tough one.
And Jerry just over there, welcome to Texas, Ryan, right? Smile, big smile on his face. Welcome to Texas, Ryan. Everything's faster in Texas. I thought it was everything bigger in Texas. 15 yards, uphill 3 feet. Chip this in. That was not good. Huge overswing, off rhythm, off contact, and off swing path, all by a lot.
14-footer.
Now this is important. This for par.
I'm telling you, this course just gets in my head with the swing. Clear the mechanism, right?
Tracking.
Beautiful.
Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms
We're doing
the
a good
par.
job of making big pars, but too many bogeys. It started off with that poor bogey stretch. Remember when I said
Currently
perfect
at
practice
+1 for
makes
the day.
perfect? Yeah, bad practice leads to bad rounds. We saw that. Opened with 3 bogeys after 2 over in the practice round, right?
13's a long pass for him, measuring 245 yards, Rich, but it is playing downhill.
Trying to catch if
Downhill
Jerry said
to
anything. He didn't say a
sliver
word.
of a green. However, anything missed out to the right will leave a very challenging pitch shot to a green that'll sit well above them. You come up short, and those bunkers, that's no bargain either.
This
The
course
3
is
here,
nuts.
well, you done good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, what Rich says is true. These bunkers are going to be a nightmare with, unless you use the pick shot, right? Us hitting a splash from there, yeah, right. So basically, we've just got to put this onto the green, leave ourselves a nightmare putt. Welcome to Texas.
This one's
You're
bunker
kidding.
bound.
Was that an underswing?
A chance now from the bunker for an up and down.
I tell you, I love golf. And this is why. I know it's like, Ryan, you're 1 over. You should be upset. Well, isn't that the beauty of the sport? Right? Isn't that the beauty of the game? Battling for par. And, the challenge. Golf is the ultimate test, right? And this is playing like the ultimate test. It's amazing. I love this challenge. I love this fight. Last week, we shot 18 under. This week, we're 1 over in the first round. I love it. This is what it's all about. I understand this probably frustrates a lot of people, but, This is so good. Go, go, go,
Oh,
go!
Are we gonna see this go?
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
The rival is ahead of him. He needs to get something together
Look,
here.
we both hit in the bunker. What a shot,
my.
Will! He
Balls
deserved
in
it.
from the bunker.
He's been so close all
Let's catch
day,
up with the current
and
proceedings.
none of them dropped.
Putting for par.
We'll take it.
Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. Trailing
Just
by
love
5
playing
shots
this
after
game.
that hole.
Like, I love the grind. I love the challenge of the Evo
What do you
swing.
think
Like,
of the 14th?
it's
Richard,
just
par
so
5,
good.
575 yards.
This is a really good par 5 here, Luke. Tee shot wants
Gotta
to
hit the
favor the
fairway.
right-hand side of the fairway, if at all possible, shortening the hole some 20 yards. Second shot must avoid those fairway bunkers down the right and on the left-hand side. A narrow opening to this green should players go for it in 2.
You know,
Nicely done.
I just wish.
Rich going for this green in 2.
I'll wait.
Plenty of sand there to mess with your golf ball.
It requires accuracy. There's no doubt about that. There are bunkers both right and left that can certainly gobble up your golf ball if you get a little bit offline. Anything missing a little bit long and left, however, though, that is a good spot to miss it.
Long and left? He's talking about the fairway. Okay, I was going to say, you don't want to be in that rough. I don't want to be terrible. Is there out of bounds here anywhere? There is out of bounds everywhere. Yeah, this is a really tough shot here into this par 5. But what I was saying, you know, I was talking about like how much I love the game, and I do, gameplay-wise. But just, I wish that this game had the same incredible gameplay, the way it recreates golf and the golf physics, the Evo swing, without the VC. Because if you have a better progression system like MLB The Show 25 has this year in this career mode, you take the VC away, it's going to be perfection. But the VC system itself just will always frustrate me. And wow, I just think of how good this would be with the progression system like MLB The Show 25. Like a true RPG, like you play well, you get experience, you spend those experience to improve your stats. Wow, it could have been so much better from a progression standpoint. But the gameplay, love it. So here we go. Wouldn't it be a gamer ability video if I don't talk about VC? I haven't talked about it in a while, though, have I? Let's hit the Zalby, right? This is when everybody leaves their comments. 250, right? 250, Ryan. Remember 250. Good strike. Rich said to miss over there. I want the green, though. I want the green. Give me the green. Well, we missed where Rich said is a good miss, so there you go.
This now, his 3rd shot. 5 strokes behind our leader.
19 yards, uphill 1 foot. I'm going to go lob wedge chip shot. I know these greens are fast, but with the changes to the chip shot, I believe we can actually get this thing there and get it to stop. A little bit of steeper angle of attack, not much. That's it. That's it. Come on, the chipper is hot
that
today.
Should help him save his par.
That's save
It's just
par.
about 3 feet away.
Wake up, Luke.
Nice one. 4th birdie of the
Luke
day.
is just so shocked we actually have a birdie putt today.
Gotta
That's got to be for par. Ryan's on the green.
Thing.
As we start heading for home, Rich, we find ourselves on the tee at the 15th.
Could be the hardest hole on the golf course, Luke. Tee shot must avoid that bunker down the right-hand side. Second shot is to a green that's perched above the fairway and surrounded by 4 bunkers that are mean. This hole could make or break a player's day.
Luke's Ryan's on the green. It can't be for birdie. No. Play golf. I'll show you, Luke. Sorry to yell into the mic there, but I'm mad now.
Oh, that was pure.
What a fun round, right? Oh, my.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 185 yards.
184, uphill 12 feet. 6-mile-per-hour wind. Good backboard here. I'm going to hit this a bit shallow, de-loft it a bit underneath the wind, let it grab it, use that backboard, and send it in. Going to come off to the left. That's a good strike.
Opting for the 5-iron.
Ball striking has been all around the place today, right? Stay on the green. That's very well
that
done.
shot safely on the green.
We're dancing, Ryan, with the fist
Now
pump.
let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
How many
He's
holes did it
currently
take Ryan to
trailing
get
his
used to the
rival.
blue jeans,
Let's
right?
see what happens here.
You don't golf in
Oh,
blue
the
jeans.
Big bending putt from the right.
Constricts your motion,
Just
right?
a little bit of a misread right there. He's going to need to sink this next one, though, to limit the damage with the bogey.
Well, an important putt here in terms of the tournament. A chance to move inside the top 10. John, have you got a read on this one? What's it going to do?
And this one going left to right there, Luke.
Okay, come on. Got to send this in. 13 feet. Lucky number 13. Uphill 3. More break at the beginning than the end. One time.
What a disappointment.
Just a tiny putt is all
What
that
a
remains.
disappointment, as Luke says. It really was. Good strike. Very good strike. Just a little bit misread.
Trailing
It's
by
so
4
tough to
strokes.
read that. Wasn't there a bug in this game to where all the bunkers disappeared in TPC San
As we find
Antonio?
ourselves at the 16th,
Right?
the par
Wasn't there
3. Great
glitch
entertainment
where they
here,
all
Rich,
disappeared?
especially with the centre bunker.
Love this hole. Probably my favorite one on the golf course, even with that bunker in the middle. The back portion of this green actually is an amphitheater, so anything missing a little bit long on both sides should wander back onto the green.
This is going to be nuts. I mean, you don't want to be in that sand, obviously. You don't want to be short. And, well, I got a good idea. Why not ace it? Little draw?
Playing the draw shot here. Going with the 6
Nope,
iron
gonna
here.
get it up there. That's coming down. I tell you, you miss on this course, you're always
This would be a
rolling off
great
the
up and
green.
down.
We haven't shot a Texas wedge today, right? Probably a good thing. We should have hit the Texas wedge instead of that 3-wood. It couldn't have been much worse. It really couldn't have been. Oh my. Worst shot of my career. Worst decision of my career. Go ahead and get it out of your systems
like
today in
that.
the comments. Laugh
Always
about
good
it
when you've got
today.
hands like that
We do
around the
not
green.
talk about that shot ever
And
again.
just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole.
Get your jokes out of the way today, everybody. You know, you all know you want to say something, today. Get them out of the way. And then never again. We don't talk about that 3-wood. Add it to the list. The long list of 1,000 things we don't talk about anymore.
Now 4 back after that hole.
'19th place, though. I present to you one of the toughest challenges
As we
we've
get
ever
down the
faced,
stretch here at TPC
and everybody's
San
struggling.
Antonio, there's a number of options that can
This
be
is
taken.
awesome.
This 17th's a fascinating hole.
I'm sending
Luke,
it.
if it's playing downwind, a driver is a must. If it's back into the wind, take out the iron for safety.
Wait, do we have the power shot yet? No, we don't. We're trying to unlock it. Wait, forgot about the stinger. Stinger would be a great shot here because we can't. I said going for it. What are we going for? Are you going for the bunker to the left or the bunker to the right, Ryan? Because what are you going for? Oh, I do see a route though. Oh, I see what I'm going for now. Yep, bounce it there, roll it up. Hit it shallow, roll it all the way up. Never mind. One time. I was going for an overswing and a fast rhythm. We got it. Tried to blast it. That's the line I was talking about. That's very well done. Now we're left with the spinner or maybe pitch shot. Jerry said, how about that, Ryan? That's what we do in
Even for the
Texas. 42 yards, uphill 2 feet. Okay. Wow. That's what we're hitting into? All right. Huh. Okay. We're not hitting the tie spitter. Don't you all worry. I guess it's got to be a pitch shot. Or maybe spinner onto that slope. I think that's the way, right? I think spinner onto the slope here. Yep. I crushed it. I tell you, if you overswing at all now, it just sends it.
This would be a great up and
That's
down.
unfortunate. A very bad shot, especially where we were there. I know it's a tough green, but there's no excuse for that. And I know Jerry's keep motioning to Ryan like Texas wedge, Texas wedge. No. You know, I'm the host of the show here, the real Ryan.
done.
I can
That takes the
override what
pressure off the
Jerry
putt.
or Ryan
That's a
say,
chip to be proud
the
of.
virtual Ryan. So, like,
If he
you know,
makes this, he'll save his par.
I can
Short game has
override
been
like I just did
absolutely
there.
Fantastic today.
Put my foot down to Texas wedge there. We'll take it. That's a frustrating par. Should never had a par there. Should have been a birdie all day, every day. Ryan's happy, though, trying to fire up the fans here in Texas.
Trailing
But
by 4 strokes.
Will Zalatoris is 7 over. We could be 7 over right now if we didn't wake up.
Well, while the closing hole at TPC San Antonio can be reached
I
in
hate
2,
this
Rich,
one.
it's all set up by the tee shot.
Tee shot must find the fairway. If not, you have water hazards left and bunkers right that will gobble up that second shot if you're slightly out of position.
You know, we did play better than the Copperhead course. Or I guess we're on the same as the
Quality
Copperhead
shot,
course
that one.
round 1. Even there, we're even here at San Antonio. But wow, this has been a fight for every bit of that. There is no shot. Let's get the caddy book out here. There is no shot we are actually going for this. I want to leave myself like, what in the world would happen if we do this? Water. So I'm going to go 2-iron like right here. Yep. I'm going to fade it with the wind. And the wind's going to take it to the fairway. Gotta play it safe there. Like, I know the fans might be disappointed here. There is no chance with our swing today that a driver off the deck is not in the water there. And what advantage does it give you? The
And here we
bunker
are
up
with
there?
the third
Good
shot.
luck.
Currently 4 shots off the pace.
This course is insane. Like, it is up there as one of the hardest courses in the game. I know we haven't played Oakmont yet here in this career. We haven't played East Lake yet. But we will. 76 yards, uphill 14 feet. With two not a good range for the choked approach. See, here's what I don't love with the terminology, with the approach and choked approach. In my opinion, a choked approach shot, you should have more distance control over, right? But you can't. Like in real life, I would choke up here at the lob wedge. I would hit a choked approach. No, I wouldn't. What are we, 76 yards away? No. If this was 55 yards away, I would choke up and I would hit a nice little kind of what I would call a choked approach, you know, choked punt, choked pitch maybe. But like I would be able to kind of fine tune that distance. Not that I'm that great, but when I strike it good. But like I feel like with the choked approach, you should have more control over distance. But see, if I hit the choked approach lob wedge, I can only move from 89 to 785. That's a 4-yard difference, right? It doesn't make sense. I can loft it and stuff and change it, but yeah, I don't know. I just don't understand that. The shot is really good. I'm sure that's a balancing aspect for the game, right? I would assume that's the way it is, because it is a very good shot. But here we go.
Oh, what a lovely shot. He'll be delighted to be
That
inside
is
the range
lovely.
there.
Did the layup pay off, everybody? It does if we make this. Ryan fist pumping a lot today.
This
Trying to
remains
keep the
for a
energy.
share of 9th spot on the leaderboard.
For 9th place, what a turnaround. The biggest turnaround ever. 3 bogeys. It's not about the mistakes you make. It's about how you respond. We responded that we want to win this tournament. We're still in the hunt. 8-footer here for birdie on the 18th. Let's get fired up. Come on. Get
This
in.
round has come to a close. That
What a
is an
round.
impressive birdie.
Well, what a fight. Come on. Let's see what the rest of the field did. That was insane.
And as the round comes to a close, they find themselves in 8th place on the leaderboard.
In 8th place, meaning top 10, Luke, not a bad spot, but I can promise you this player is expecting more out of themselves.
Yeah, we are expecting more out of ourselves, right? But look at Grayson Sig. 7 under there is insane. Colin Morikawa there down by 3. Justin Sue, not sure if I'm saying his name correctly. Steven Yeager, Russell Hindley, Aaron Ra, Tyler Duncan, Ryan Gamer, Ludwig Oberg, and then Will Zalatoris really struggled today. Missed the cut. +7 for the round. We battled back. That was a fight. Golf is a fight. Golf is a battle. It's you against the course. The course will punch at you. It'll punch back. Sometimes it'll hit you hard. Sometimes it delivers the first 3 big blows. Hole 1, 2, and 3. But you gotta fight back. You gotta block the course. And you battle back to break even. That is insane. That was a fight. That is what golf is all about right there. You gotta show heart. You gotta face adversity. And you gotta battle back. You have to stay focused. You get frustrated in golf. You start to lose your head. Just like that 3-wood punch shot I tried to pull out. I got it together after that. But I was making very poor decisions there. You have to focus up, change your decision making, play better, right? You can't let the course get in your head. It got in my head. And I battled back. We fought the course and we did win, I would say, actually. Yeah, I would say beating the course is breaking even. And we did that today. 8th place, everybody. Like, that's how you fight. Let's take a look at that scorecard though. And then the event stats, right? So here we go. 3 bogeys to start off. It was looking like this tournament was over. But no. Jerry gave that speech to Ryan. We bounced back. The pressure that all of Jerry's family and friends were in attendance today. Birdie on 5, birdie on 8 to close out a 1 over on the front 9. On the back, we came out that birdie and then we erased it right away. But then Ryan the Punisher was unleashed. 2 under in those last 7 stretches of holes is insane. The challenge, the difficulty here is so tough. And closing out with an 18th hole birdie on a very tough finishing hole. That is a 2 under, a 1 under on the round, and we fought for every bit of that. Now let's take a look at these event stats. They're going to be pretty eye-opening here, right? 71 fairways is shocking, but look at this. This course is nuts. Those pin locations were insane, and this shows that right there. It also shows that I lost my swing. Like, that's just unreal. 33% greens in regulation, a new low record here on the channel, and you don't want a low record, right? Definitely a new record, though. We can say that. Proximity hole, 32 feet. Moving on. Putting was good, though. Putting saved us today. It really did. 100 short, 80 medium, honestly, on those greens is really good. And then 66 long. Now, here's the thing, though. We didn't have a lot of putts, right? We only had 3 long putts. Well, it's because we didn't hit any greens. We were chipping it close. Our short game was the difference maker today. It really was. Our pitch shots, our flop shots, our recovery shots, we're on fire today, and they're the only reason we're in this tournament still. We're in the top 10 because of our short game today. And scrambling, although we may not scramble the best, we were battling back. We never gave up. This is huge. When we gave ourselves a birdie conversion, which was very rare, 33% of the time we gave ourselves it, but that is amazing. 83%, we capitalize on those very few chances. That is going to be 5 birdies on the round, which is really good. You're like, wow, that's great, Ryan. You're winning the tournament. Well, we also had 4 bogeys. We had no others, though, so we'll take that. 9 pars as well. What a fight it was today in the first round of the Valero Texas Open at TPC San Antonio. This final round is going to be a battle. We are 6 strokes off the leader. He came out of nowhere. Like, I don't know how you posted 7 under there. There's no way I could do that there. Like, to get 5 birdies there, I left it all out there. Hey, we can do this. 1 round left this week, and then we have the Legends Championship, our first major next week. We are going into the final round here at TPC San Antonio in 8th place. We battled back. We fought for Jerry, the caddy, and for his friends and family, and all of the Ryan Gamer fans here in Texas today. You better believe Ryan's going to be taking 8 fans to dinner tonight, because I think we hit 8 fans tonight. Might have been 9 or 10. We'll check the total at the end, so hope they have a good dinner. But I will see you all in the next video on the channel. Thank you all so much for all the support here. If you got some enjoyment, drop a like before you go, subscribe for more, and be sure you check out some of my other video series on the channel page. Scroll through, you might find another video or series that you enjoy. I'll see you next time. As always, have a fantastic day, everybody.